Hello, folks. Good evening, and welcome to yet another masterclass for the Royal Enfield GoPro collaboration. We've got an amazing lineup for you tonight. In the next 40 minutes to 1 hour, we're going to discuss about something really, really interesting. And I've got two really incredible guests with me who are going to share tips on, which is the topic of the masterclass tonight, how to shoot vertical videos. What is vertical videos? How do you get that? How do you get some incredible banger content when you go vertical? Like that. Yeah. So super excited for the show. I'm going to quickly touch upon a couple of things that we will discuss today. We're going to talk about some capturing tips, some filming tips. How do you share to social network? And of course, we'll have a Q&A at the end of the show. We're going to answer questions sent by you. I'm going to answer some. Ram is going to answer some, and Jehan is going to answer some. Hang on. Which brings us to the guest of the show. First up, it's Ram Mohan Paranjpe, and we also have Jehan Driver, and you have me. So first up, if you want to follow us, guys, go to Instagram, and I'm Buka Insan. Ram is who is Ram, and Jehan is Jehan Driver. I'm going to drop in all three handles in the chat box now. So make sure you go follow all three of us and also shoot those questions in. And we're going to have an incredible show in the next 40 minutes plus. So on to you, Ram. Let's bring up our first guest tonight.
Thank you, Atish. I think it's again wonderful to be here along with my good friend Jehan Driver and the amazing GoPro and Royal Enfield doing this masterclass. So I come from a surfing background. I think that's been my passion over the last 15, 20 years. And, over the years, I've traveled extensively documenting and, running a lot of expeditions, trying to create this amazing awareness and content about surfing.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've seen you at work. I was fortunate enough to actually take the surfing training course at the Mantra Surfing Club. But I also know that you are vice president for the Indian Surfing Federation. So how do you manage all of that? How do you do that and also create content, train people to surf, use the GoPro and your smartphone, and push all that awesome content on your social network?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a challenge, but at the end of the day, I love what I do, because I get to do everything around surfing. Whether, I'm trying to develop surfing as a sport, trying to bring more people to ocean and to surfing, or to create this amazing content from time to time and put it out there. It's something, I love everything to do, It doesn't matter how busy I am, what I'm trying to do. It's just the passion which is really driving me at the end of the day to do whatever I'm doing.
Fantastic. When you talking about ocean, I have another very, very interesting person here tonight who actually lives literally on the ocean down south, deep end of Tamil Nadu and Sri Lanka. Jehan, are you there?
Hey, good evening, Yatish. Good evening, Ram. Really nice to be here.
Great to have you, Jehan. I mean, again, I've already told this to Ram. Extensively envious of where you are right now. I think it's the perfect place to be locked down at.
Jehan? So I and Jehan, we go back,
Ram.
quite many years ago, and
in fact, most of our journey started together, Ram. You were behind the camera, and we were, in front of the camera. At some point in time, that swapped around, Ram.
Right. So, before we move on, I have another interesting bit that I quickly like to touch upon. So we have our timeless classic, GoPro Hero 9 giveaway going, part 2. So I'd like to tell everybody who is tuned in tonight that the last day to submit your entries is on the 31st of this month. So make sure you put that edit out, tag us, and enter the contest so that you can win a brand new shiny GoPro Hero 9 Black. Okay, then moving on. Ram, I'd like to quickly bring you back to talk about, you've been creating content for as long as I know, and I know you've been also riding a motorcycle very recently. I've seen you actually ride around with your surfboard. What was that about? Can you just take me through that?
Yeah, definitely. I think the most important or the most fun part is to always to go out and explore. I think that's something which we get to do as surfers. The thing is not to just surf our own backyard. Is to take an opportunity, kind of like take any opportunity which comes our way to go out and explore. And that's when the go-to bikes for me has always been the Royal Enfield, because it's so much more reliable. We can really take it to places where we can't really take a bigger vehicle. And obviously we did some jugaad in putting our surfboards right next to the bike, try to do those kind of trips along the coast, and create content around that. So that's it's a big part of our adventure.
Right. I'm going to stop you there, Ram, quickly, because when you say content, I've been editing a bit of content myself because I was holed up, for the past year in the house. So use Quick, to get that content out from the hard drive, on my laptop, on my smartphone, and just create these simple edits. I'm not a big director, but because Quick lets you quickly edit in seconds and put that content out. And also I'm sure you and Jehan both face this problem like I did. I have about at least 12,000 content, like pictures and videos on my smartphone, which I never revisit. But that's where the magic of Quick comes in, wherein with the mural feature, you can actually, group these content pieces and quickly revisit them instead of them, dying in a black hole of your smartphone. So have you used the mural feature at all, Ram?
Absolutely. I think, we can all say that we are guilty of, shooting a lot, but not able to somehow bring it out to all our followers and friends to see what we are up to, right? So I think with this amazing feature with the murals, it always throws up this amazing content from time to time. Hey Ram, why don't you put this out? From what you did 2 months ago. So that's always. I think I've used it a couple of times to kind of actually dig up a couple of videos and make some 15-second, 30-second videos out of that. So that's something I really love about Quick, and also the ease of use. It's never been this easy, because again, I'm like you. I'm not the big video editor, who shoots and then is able to put out some amazing. I'm not a great editor, and hence, I can say that Quick is the go-to app for just shoot and forget sort of a thing. With the Quick app.
Awesome. Jehan, I'm going to quickly come back to you, but before that, Ram, I know you have an incredible quick edit, that we can take a look at right now. Can we see that?
Oh yeah. Yes.
That video really gets me, because the location is so wonderful, and I think you've really excelled in capturing all the essence of the coastal region that you actually live in, which actually brings me to one point. Before you actually start shooting at a place, what is the prep like? What are the capturing tips that you would want to give out to our audience?
Yes, I think for us, especially like any of us, like myself and Jehan, we can say that being outdoors person, involved with sport like surfing or kite surfing, locations are very important. So for us, we do a lot of research on locations. What's the next possible location? We can go and explore. What's the landscape like? How we can integrate those. How can we show that particular
Right.
location in our respective videos? So that's a bit of
Right.
research which we do. I think if
Okay.
I'm not wrong, telling a story at the end of the day is very important. Doesn't matter
Right.
if it's a 15-second or a 30-second. We do a lot of research on locations and try to implement that in all our videos.
Yeah,
So,
that
yeah, Jehan, I'd like to push this question to you also, and another one. Storyboarding is so important, right? This is something that I used to personally ignore completely earlier, but after having a chat and spending a lot of time with other GoPro athletes and advocates, I kind of learned how important storyboarding is before you even kind of go out there and shoot. Can you just help tell me and how you storyboard a certain project that you have in mind, or how do you go about
sure, Yatish.
it?
Just before I answer your question, that video brings back a lot of memories. Yeah, Ram, we used to ride extensively along the coastline, on our bikes, trying to find
Right.
locations to kind of surf, kite surf, shoot, get some content. Um, yeah, Yatish, storyboarding is primarily the most important thing if you want to create engaging content. And while you're out there, you could be holding a camera, holding the GoPro, and just shooting everything. While you're traveling or while you're surfing.
Right.
But putting it all together, putting some kind of a essence to it is very very important. So it all comes back to planning what you're going to do. You really got to
Okay.
put a thought into what we are going out there to actually achieve. And
Right.
it could start off as an
Right.
exploration, and it could end up with us finding the most epic wave or the strongest winds.
Right. So just to add to that point, vertical videos seem to be the trend nowadays, especially this whole here and, moving forward to what is vertical video and how different, how can you in different ways get a banger vertical video edit out, just shine some light on that.
Super easy, Atish. You just have to tilt your camera. Yeah. And
Yeah. I'm going to bring up the GoPro again.
yeah, just tilt your
Yeah.
camera or tilt your face. But no, creating vertical content is really, really important now, especially with social media. Targeting the mobile phones, which are vertical, and you tend to look at content, vertical. It also actually allows you to capture a lot more content, especially in the field we shoot in. So we tend to shoot
Okay.
a lot of water,
Right.
and a lot of action photography works super, well if it is vertical in that way. Especially when we do split shots, you get the
Right.
lovely, underwater footage as well as the action above the water.
Right, right. So you're telling me like for like three different footage stacked on each other, and so you can get that underwater shot going. Also, you kite surfing and flying in the air somewhere while you're having shots of your dinner, or lunch maybe in the middle. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So Jehan, why did you just show us a video? We'd love to see that.
sure.
Oh my God, Jehan, Ram and I right now really, really want to visit where you are at. The video looks so incredible with the visuals, and especially the motorbike. I love motorbiking personally, and Ram too motorbikes a lot. I've seen him motorbiking. What is a whole motorbike scene happening at your place right now? Jehan, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So actually,
Yeah.
I've always been a motorcycle fan. My granddad used to collect a lot of vintage motorcycles. And, I do have a couple of classic bikes that I ride around. Ram and me have extensively, gone on exploratory trips along the coastline, East Coast
Okay.
and West. In fact, the location I am in right now, we ended up finding it on one of our recce's after we left Bombay. We came down the West Coast and we rode up the East Coast. So we've had pretty good times. The journey with Royal Enfield and GoPro goes way back. In fact, it starts from the Hero Cam when the pixels
Right.
were, I think, 640 by 480, and
Right.
now there's no cable involved, and that's the brilliant thing, right, about
Yeah.
shooting. There are no cables. You
Right.
shoot and it's on your mobile phone. Any content created on your phone as well, it's pulled into the app pretty easily.
So Jian, I'm pretty sure we've got a lot of people who do motorbiking in there. People who have logged in today. Are there any specific tips that you'd like to give them as far as mounting your GoPro goes on the motorbike, the different areas that you would love to mount on the motorbike, and also some absolute safety tips that you need to keep in mind?
Yep, sure, for sure, Yatish. Mounting your GoPro on your motorcycle, you got to plan it way in advance. Don't try to kind of wing it on the go.
Right.
Put it up on the main stand. Get some vertical shots from the side, from the rear. On the handlebar. There are plenty of accessories that you can use, and
Right.
small accessories like this make a huge difference because
True.
A, they go on to the roll bar, and B, it can swivel, right? So you could actually wing your GoPro around. Yeah. So traditionally there was a roll bar which did not allow you to do that. It was quite fixed. Now it allows you to swing it around. So plan your mounting right before your trip. Attach it in different places. See what kind of footage you get. Use your mobile phone. You can put your mobile phone on a little mount and connect your GoPro through Wi-Fi. Check out what you're actually capturing.
Right.
Another important tip when you said about safety, it's important to take a twine or a cable tie and secure everything down because
Right.
when you ride, one speed bump can throw things off. I'm sure
Right.
Ram has some experiences to share where
Yeah,
GoPros have gone.
I was totally going to Ram for the next, bit. Get the same in this. It's a different scenario that you shoot in Ram, right? You also explore the mountains. I've seen you, also being at the beach, but also heading to something like a Kudramukha or central kind of mountain. So how do you prepare for a shoot, both on the getting a capture bits right and also your safety bits?
Absolutely. I think in a way, I can say that surfing and motorbiking is very similar. There's a lot of preparation to go. It's not just, we are shooting some travel content where we just take the GoPro and, shoot randomly. There's a lot of planning which goes behind both surfing and biking, So where, we plan the mounts, we try to tell a story, we try to, plan about the location, we want to make sure that we are, at the end of the day, we are trying to tell a story about either surfing or motorbiking, about the entire process. So that way, what I do personally is, as Jehan was saying, make sure about the mounts, because a lot of people, in general, what I've come across is people buy GoPros, accessories like mounts, which is very important, especially if you want to get that kick-ass content, thing. I think the mounts are very important. Whether for surfing, the floaties and the floater is very important. We all know that GoPro is great, it's a great waterproof camera, but without a floater or a bike mount, probably it can sink if you accidentally drop. And same goes with biking as well. We need to get that amazing Jawflex clamp, and the couple of other biking mounts are very important if you're gonna get that really good content without losing your camera. So right there, Jehan's got it. He's the man.
Yeah. So Ram, I'm going to ask you this question. So presume I don't have a GoPro. I just have a smartphone. Any tips that you would love to give me? Just to capture same kind of content, and if there's any settings that I need to keep in mind, to get my vertical video out, like a 15-second or a 20-second or a 40-second edit, what would you suggest for that?
I think with the GoPros, the best ratio you can go is 4:3. Because if you don't, see, the thing is, you can just go vertically and shoot. I know at sometimes, people might be shooting for YouTube as well. They might be shooting it for probably a longer video. So we could, it's always good to go with 4:3 ratio. If you can, and and get that little extra at the top and at the bottom, and later you can actually crop it out and make a good vertical video. I think that's one thing. And I think for any of the action shots, always keep it at the wide angle. I think it gives you the best results, So that's again something which you can do.
Ram, I'm just going to bring in Jehan quickly. I know he's been using, he loves using the Max, and also because the Max gives you this unrestricted perspective, and then later on you can create a vertical edit in the quick app. I would love to hear your and Jehan's thoughts on this.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward with content. When you want to line it up vertically, as you can see in the previous video, we took 3 horizontal videos and we lined it up so it aligns pretty well in a vertical frame. With the Max, it's limitless because the Max sees everything, right? There is nothing the Max can't see. You've got so much room to edit, post capture with the Max. So normally when we go out riding, we'll always have the Max mounted at an angle which is capturing, possibly everything that's going on. And then your secondary GoPro would actually line up and capture what you've planned for your storyboard. See, framing is one of the most important things when it comes to, vertical, content. You got to pre-plan it, frame it well, and then you'll have super cool content that'll come up.
Right. In fact, talking about the mounting, Jehan, I would like to hear your perspective on it too. Because I've seen you mount the GoPros on different parts of a helmet and also the motorbike that you used recently.
Yeah. So as you can see in the slide, you have a lot of space on a helmet to mount your GoPro or your Max. The sticky of different places that you could clip your GoPro onto. What I tend to do is I tend to put quite a few sticky mounts on my helmet, and then I can swap my GoPro in different places. One of my favorite views is mounting the GoPro, near my ear on the side. It really gets a very good POV perspective and also captures a lot of what's happening around you when you're riding around. One pro tip is try not to shake your head too much and look around too much when you're trying to capture this content. Look straight, be steady, and ride safe. It's most important that you focus on riding and not on capturing when you've got a GoPro mounted there. The top of the helmet is also a super location. As you can see, the slide showcases the GoPro mounted vertically on the side, and now the showcases how you can mount it on top of your helmet, and that gives a super bird's eye view of your bike. You can get your
Jehan. Yeah. Jehan, I have just the thing. The moment you mentioned top of the helmet, I have a video shot by Ram. I think we should totally take a look at it right now. It's the exact perspective I was just talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that
Some good old friends
was
there, right, Jehan?
yeah, yeah. Rob, I mean, tell me how kind of plan all of these shots that you just included in this edit. Like if I'm a novice, content creator, what are the things that I should keep in mind?
Uh, I think again, we all have to really, at the end of the day, storytelling is very important. I know that Reels is
Right.
the trend now. We are all going vertical now. I think there's a lot of content creation happening with
Hmm.
vertical videos, and I think this is
Hmm.
gonna only go. This is only gonna get better.
Higher.
I
Yeah.
think what we've seen traditionally, it's always
Right.
been
Right.
the horizontal 16:9. I think vertical is gonna take off in a big way.
Hmm.
But still, I think the storytelling is going to be
Right.
very important, whether we are making a 15-second video or a
Hmm.
30-second or more. Storytelling is still key. So
Right.
there has to be a little bit of planning. We have to really, plan a bit about what we want to shoot. How we go about
Hmm.
things. Whether it is riding a bike to a nearby, even if it's a grocery store. Let's say during the lockdown we want to
Right.
take our bike to the grocery store. We still need to plan,
Right.
and you can get some really good footage out of it. So storytelling is key, but I think the most important thing is to have fun. I think that's the important thing. What I've learned over the years, we can really get caught
Right.
up with storytelling. Oh, and I want to get this shot. I want to say
Right.
this. I want to shoot like this. But then, probably in the end, if you're not having fun
Hmm.
doing that, I think somewhere we lose that
Sure.
edge, probably you
Sure.
can
Sure.
say. I
Sure.
think honestly speaking, this particular video, there was very less planning, but I think we had a lot of
Hmm.
fun,
Hmm.
and that reflects in that video.
Right, absolutely. I mean, that's the first thing that I thought. Like it looks such full of energy, and I mean, I could see you guys having a blast while you guys are doing it. So, point totally taken, guys. I think this is a big tip. Like when you go out motoring or when you're out and about, capturing content, it's also extremely important to have fun while you are,
Yes.
capturing, your content. And I think Jehan would agree too. Be it kite surfing or be it being locked up in your home trying to cook something, having fun at the end of the day really helps while you also capture content, right, Jen?
Yes, Yatish, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes, I can. Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a lot of joy in having fun, right? Like and reminiscing, what you capture when you look at it later
Right.
on. You said whether it's lockdown, whether we're traveling, the primary motive is to go out there, explore, find new places, look at new things, and have a good laugh.
Right.
Ram and me giggle tons, when we ride. The video you just showed pulled up one of our old friends, and we've got some good stories, that we will probably be chuckling for the next couple of hours today. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you, Jehan. Like, in whatever we do in general, I'm sure, I'm pretty sure, like, apart from the planning and all the creative bits, like, if you have fun, I think that's a good thing that's happened at the end of the day. You know, Ram, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So, Ram, just to kind of bring back things into perspective and, wrap this show, if there is one absolute important, tip that you would like to share, if somebody had to shoot vertical videos, is there anything that we absolutely need to keep in mind, regardless of the device we use? Maybe something for the GoPro user, something also for somebody who's using a smartphone or a DSLR.
Yes. I think the idea is to start off very simple. We should not, probably in the beginning, let's say a novice who's trying to create that vertical shots. Keep it very simple. And I've seen some amazing content creators out there, who are not professional or any such. They don't have that fancy cameras, and they're still making this very amazing, simple videos out there with the right song, with the right filters. And keeping it very simple, they're still able to get that amazing traction to their content. So, for anyone out there, the thing what I can suggest is, start very simple. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't depend on the equipment or the software or such. Start simple, and you'll get this amazing content. You'll get there eventually, but keep doing it. The more you do, the better the content is going to be.
Yeah, I think you've absolutely nailed the point. The more you kind of use something, that's dear to your heart. It could be photography, motoring, is you start learning more about it, and you will definitely get more questions about it, and you'll also have the answers. As you move ahead, continually using it. I'm gonna ask the same question to Jehan, but before that, guys, quick reminder: shoot in those questions as soon as you can, because we'll have Jehan, Ram, and I, all three of us, answering them. So make sure you put those questions in your chat box right now.
So, yeah, Ram hit the nail in the head. The most important thing about vertical videos is the framing. Yeah. Look at your screen. Look at the GoPro screen, your smartphone screen. See what exactly is coming in view. Another tip I'd like to throw out there now, because everything's so connected, because you can instantly store and see what you've captured. Capture shorter clips. You don't need to, have your camera running for like 30 minutes, eating up so much memory. Capture more shorter duration clips. Frame it in different ways, and keep your thumb or a finger on the shutter, so that you can kind of monitor how much content you're actually creating. Now, with the quick app, it's fantastic because, when it gets transferred instantly, if you've taken clips of like 3 or 4 seconds, there's pretty much automated flow of video that comes out. You don't really need to go in to highlight anything. It's already there. Now, if you kind of create a habit to create your content in this way, really, it's super, super simple then.
Right. I completely agree with you, Jehan. In fact, this is a point that I always share, no matter what you're shooting, right? I think Ram also would agree. Make sure that your content that you shoot is not more than 20 to 30 seconds, your individual clips. Because if you're on a motorbike, for example, and you've put your, GoPro on your helmet or, a chesty, and you've shot a video that's like 15 minutes long, that's going to get really tricky to edit and transfer once you're back home, or, you're trying to edit it. Shorter clips will get transferred really quickly, and it's even easier to edit. Also, mixing it up, makes the whole bit interesting. Like, get the cheers going, get organic sounds, captured as you shoot vertically, and even even when you're pushing content into quick, like even if you get that quick edit going, instead of going into the deeper settings, you'll have a banger edit at the end of the day. I always try to do this, and it's helped me a lot. Instead of shooting a long, 5-10 minute clip and then trying to edit it. All right.
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think that's a great point. I think I agree with you. It is there. I think don't shoot 5-10 minute long video of the same thing. Just cut it short, keep it under a minute, 30 seconds, and that really helps the flow of your content in the end.
Absolutely. And finally, I think we are into the Q&A right now. We've got some amazing questions. Ram, Jehan, feel free to butt in and take the stage away. I'm gonna talk about the first one. This is from Robin Abraham, and the question is how to edit in a grid of 3 for reels in the GoPro Quick app. Take it away. Ram, can you hear me?
Yes. I think it's if you happen to if you get those, if you have those, videos sorted out, then you can really, do it externally and bring it to Quick for any filter or for editing, for making it much shorter. I think that's one way to do it. I think on Quick you also have different themes now. So depending on which theme you pick, you get that split screens on your Quick app.
Sure. In fact, I remember seeing one of the videos that Jehan had also edited. Jehan, the stack thing. I personally find it extremely interesting and engaging. These stacked videos that might be landscape, but when you stack 3 up, that becomes like a vertical, reel. Any tips on that? Jehan?
The question, I lost you for a minute.
I was just talking about the question by Robin Abraham. How to probably stack 3 videos and 3 landscape videos, and then make it into like a vertical quick, like a reel. I remember seeing one of your videos where you had done that. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
You have themes in the Quick app. You can use the themes to drop the content in, and that happens pretty straightforward. If you are working with another editing software, you could pre-line the clips, and frame them up together and then pull them into the Quick app as well. The themes is the easiest way to do it, to line them up.
Right. That's brilliant. The next question, I think, Jehan, I'm gonna send it your way because it's in the same direction. This is by Ryan Clinton Simos. How do you split the screen on Quick app?
Same way, you use the themes. In the themes, you have an option of splitting the screen to do that.
Right.
And that's the easiest flow of things. If you want to do it externally, yes, of course you can. But just use the themes. Go through the themes. Find the right theme that suits your need, and you can put the content.
Right. You know what? I might have a video for this one. I think we can roll it. Yeah. Let's take a look. That was fun.
That was a really cool video.
Yeah, I mean, that's really lovely. And it kind of plays the exact fact that we're just discussing right now. I think we have time for maybe. Correct. I think we have time maybe for another question. This is by Athirat Shetty. Hey Athirat, how's it going? Athira's question is: Does creating murals take up additional phone memory space? Ram, would you want to take this one?
No, absolutely not. Because the murals, one of the the whole reason the mural is there to actually dig content from what's already there in your phone, probably just kind of like hidden in your folders, from long back. So that just keeps bringing up, and it doesn't take any additional space. If you go out and make an edit out of it, if you make a video out of the mural, then and save it to the phone, that's when it takes up some space.
Right. Awesome. So I think we are almost running out of time, but I'm going to come back to Jehan and Ram, both of you guys, for one last mega super mind-blowing tip. But before that, I want to remind to each and every one of you who has joined and who's watching this live stream that there is a brand new, shiny, freshly baked GoPro Hero 9 Black up for grabs. The contest ends on the 31st of this month, so make sure you take part and you share that edit of yours so that you have a chance to win a brand new GoPro Hero 9 Black. Okay, all right then. Ram and Jehan, give us that one mega awesome, super mind-blowing tip for shooting videos vertically. Our audience wants to know.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think what I can stress again is to doesn't matter, irrespective of what you're using, at the end of the day, whether it's your smartphone or a GoPro, start shooting. I think that's
Right.
very key. That's very important. And obviously plan a bit, and be safe. Whether you're riding or doing anything outdoors, be safe and keep shooting, keep it simple. And I think you're going to come out with some good content in the beginning. And as you do more, I think the good is going to become great.
Great, completely agree. And what might help you in the way is if you should probably totally take a look at the quick app. We're gonna put the QR code right now on the screen, so you can take a picture of that on your smartphone, head to the download link, and give the app a try. Because when you use the quick app, you can not only use GoPro content, you can also use content from any capture source. That means your DSLR, that means any of your smartphones, and it works both on Android and the iPhone and any Apple devices. So take a picture of that. It's right now on your screen, and give the app a try. I'm pretty sure you're going to have a blast using it. And have your first video out. Your director's cut out in seconds.
I guess that's the mega tip, right? It's mix it up completely. The quick app allows you to kind of create content with whatever device you have and mix it up.
Right.
Don't always just shoot at the same frame rate. Mix it up. Do a time lapse. Get close. Go wide.
Angles. Yeah.
You got to change it. Change the speed of things. The quick app allows you to do that. You're on a motorcycle, you're exploring, you've got great equipment, you've got gear. Mix it up. Make sure that you have something different in frame at all points of time. Don't fear putting your camera in the water, but get that floaty mount.
Yes.
I think that's a great tip, Jehan. The floaty mount really has saved my GoPro every single time I've gone surfing or stand up paddling at the Mantra Surf Club. So yeah, actually, that's a brilliant one.
Even this one floats. The hand mount actually floats. So this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
As long as you
always right next to it. Yeah.
Brilliant. I think we had a great time today. Some of the tips were like really mind blowing. And I think not only novice content creators, but even the experienced ones definitely would have learned a thing or two today. As far as the journey goes of capturing content and then pushing it to social media vertically, not horizontally. But even if you have horizontal videos, you can make it vertical with that super tip from Jehan and Ram. So thank you guys again for taking time out to educate us on these beautiful tips. And I hope that we get to do this more often. And have a beautiful evening ahead, guys. And if you guys want to just share your last words, go ahead.
Yeah. The last thing. There's never been a great time to create content. I think we are living in probably the best of times because it's so much easier of GoPros and the quick apps and these things. This is something which I never imagined myself about a few years back, 10 years back. Now this is the greatest time to go out there and do all this amazing content creation. So guys, go for it. Download the quick app, shoot vertical, have fun.
Yeah.
There's no cable. There's no cables.
And I would like to have just one more thing. If you're motorcycling, definitely always wear a helmet that fits you well, and it doesn't, a helmet that's not loose. So safety is super important in whatever you do when you're motorcycling. Safety first, and then you can go about capturing your content.
Eyes on the road. Yeah.
Eyes on the road. Yes. Great. Thank you guys again. Jehan and Ram, thank you profusely from the bottom of my heart to that you've joined today. You've taken time out to actually, go through this masterclass, and we hope it's really helped you. And until the next one, have a great evening.
Adios. Thank you.
Bye-bye.